Okay, so this could be a chapter 6 like retake. So I'll do most problems and you guys just have to figure out the rest. Okay, so if I graph negative 2.25 is about there. Let's use a different color. Okay, I got a 1 and a 2 is there, negative 1 and a 0.5 is there, a 0 and a 1 and a 2 and a 4. If I get going too fast, that's okay, you can always pause it. So if I connect the dots, it sure looks like it's exponential and it's growing. So you can probably see how it curves exponential growth. Negative 4, 7 is about there. 1 and 2 is about there. Negative 3 is about there, and 6. Negative 2 and negative 5 and 0, 3. Boy, it looks like a straight line, doesn't it? Sure looks like it might be linear, but I'll let you do that, okay? On this one, so what I'm going to do is take half. So, for instance, if I plug in 0, I get anything 0 power is 1. 1 times 4 is 4. And I'm going to take half of that, 2. Take half of that is 1. But then, you see the pattern? So this has got to be 8 and 16. You can use a calculator to double check this. So, domain. Well, I think the domain are these numbers right here. Negative 2, negative 1, blah, 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 blah. And the range, it's got to be those numbers right there. So if I graph it, negative 2, 16, negative 1, 8, 0, 4, 1, 2. Okay, sure looks like it is an exponential decay, doesn't it? All right. This one. So if I plug in 0, I get anything 0 power is 1 times, that's a negative 4. And then I'm just going to double it. See, I'm going to double it, everything, double it. So if I double that, I get negative 8, negative 16. Let's go in the opposite direction. Okay, and you can double check on a calculator. So it looks something like this. Negative 4, negative 2. Oops, negative 2, negative 4. No, got that. 0, negative 4, 1, 8. Okay, so it looks something like this. So domain, once again, there's the domain, and there's my range. Just have to write that down right there, okay? I'm not doing all the problem, but you know. Okay, 5. So they have the same base, cancel. So I get an x equals a negative 2x plus minus 5. Plus 2x, I get a 3x equals negative 5. Divide by 3, okay? 6 is a little bit harder. That is 5 squared. 25 is 5 squared. And 125 is 5 cubed. 5 times 5 times 5, okay? So that's still a 2x minus 3. And that's still an x plus 1, okay? So once I made them the same base, we can get rid of them. I'll have a 2 times a 2x minus 3 equals a 3 times an x plus 1. And you can solve it from there, sure. 4x minus 6 equals 3x plus 3. Okay, I'll let you finish it up. 7. So it's going to grow. Put money in the bank, so we're going to use this one right here. A is the beginning amount, so A goes there. 1R is the rate, 5%. Now 5%, a lot of people are missing this. It's not 0.5, it's 0.05. So it's 0.05 to the T, okay? Balance after 2 years, just put a 2 here and use a calculator, okay? Just use a calculator. You can do that, okay? 8, it decreases, so let's use this formula, okay? We're going to use this one down here. So we're going to go y equals, see, beginning amount. Beginning amount is 45.99 times 1. A decrease, so subtract. Now 11%, same thing as 0.11 to the t power. So to do b, we'll put 3.5 right here. You can use a calculator to get it. I know you can do that. Get a calculator, try it. 15, do the same thing, but just put 15 there instead. Okay, so what does the table describe? Well, what I would do is just real mini graph. Let's see, it goes all the way 128, so let's go like maybe 50, 100. So at 1, I get a value of 2, not very big. 2, I get 8. 3, I get 24. 4, I get 120. Wow, it just skyrockets up there. Sure looks like it might curve up, possibly exponential growth. 10, let's see, it's 10, 20, 30, 40, right? Let's try this one. 0, 40, that's there. 1 and 20, that's there. 2 and 10, that's there. 3 and 5, it looks like it's curving down, doesn't it? Maybe exponential decay, it's got that shape, okay? So you do that, okay? Last but not least, don't do 11, 12, we didn't do that. So just plug in 5. Y equals 2 to the 5th power, use a calculator. 4y equals 3 times 4 to the negative 1 power. Now if you use a calculator, you got to do this first, okay? So it's going to be 3 times, that's going to give you a 0.25 and multiply that out, okay? 15, put 3 right there, 1/2 times 5 to the 3rd power. Got to do that first. So half of 5 to the 3rd power is 125. Use a calculator. 16y equals 0.5 to a negative 4. Use a calculator, okay? So see what you get. 17. So it looks to me like it's doubling. I think it is. 1, 2, 4. In fact, I think it even says it doubles somewhere. I think it says it doubles. Well, maybe it doesn't. But oh yeah, there it is. Doubling, right? So 4, 8, 16, 32, 64. So here's our formula. A is our beginning amount, 1. B is our rate. Well, it's doubling. So let's put a 2 right there to the x power, okay? And then, after 20 minutes, put 20 right here and go 2 to the 20th power and see what you can get you, okay? That should get you through the test.